Critique of content assignment for the Boat Busters YouTube channel by Needham. This is for social media marketing. Boat Busters YouTube channel is a US based channel focused around flipping and repairing outboard motors and boats. They deal a lot with DIY mechanics, fixing of the motors to ensure they're working and ready to be sold to the next owner. The channel also encourages others to get into flipping outboard motors and boats as well to make a profit. While Chris, the channel owner, does mix a little bit of comedy into all the videos as well to help with engagement and a little extra fun. The niche target of the channel was found to be flipping boats and motors for a profit. The target audience could be assumed to be within the range of 18 to 50, with a strong interest in boats and motors and DIY repairs and flipping for a profit. The majority of the content on the channel is found to be related to repairing boats and boat motors, with the intention of flipping them for a profit. Initial comparison of the two chosen videos. The video on the left, how to turn $100 into $1,000 by flipping boat motors, best side hustle ever, is the best performing video on the channel, with just over 3.7 million views and being released almost a year ago now. It matches almost all the content that's posted on the channel quite well and would be considered typical content for the Boat Busters channel. And the poorer performing video, Will an Outboard Motor Run on Cooking Oil, is by far the worst performing video on the channel with only 58,000 views. It also doesn't really align well with what the channel is doing. It seems to be an attempt to go in another direction with the channel or begin creating sub-content that didn't actually work out. It has gone through 4 title changes, 2 thumbnail changes since being posted back in 2024. Analyzing the hook of both videos. First, identifying the hook of the better performing video. It happens instantaneously upon starting the YouTube video, spanning from 0 to 9 seconds, where he says, I'm going to attempt to turn this $100 bill into $1,000 by doing what I do best, and that's repairing and flipping outboard engines. Having the hook at the beginning of the video grabs the viewer's attention and can lock them in to watching the entire video from start to finish. And then when we look at the poorer performing video, the hook doesn't actually happen until 12 seconds into the video, but it does run for 6 seconds, where he says, may I present to you the worst outboard motor ever created, and then makes a fart noise. Something that doesn't exactly grab the attention of the viewer for the video. And also, it's just Chris offering his personal opinion as the hook to the video, rather than an actual hook to engage with the audience. And additionally, this actually doesn't align with any of the previous video titles that were used in the past. And also, canola oil isn't mentioned or seen in the actual video until 7 minutes and 24 seconds. Analyzing the exit points of both videos. The vastly popular video leaves 2 potential exit points for the viewer. One at 6 minutes and 29 seconds, once the first boat motor is sold, giving the viewers a chance to exit the video if they're not a fan of the content or what's going on. The second window is at 16 minutes when selling the second boat motor. The conversation with a subscriber runs extra long, taking over 2 minutes for the sale to wrap up. And in the least popular video, it has quite a few exit points. The major exit point being in the first 40 seconds of the video, where people start to question what the video is even about, as it seems off topic right from the start. The second point is at 1 minute 58 seconds, where there's no context, just Chris throwing a bunch of junk at the motor in an attempt to damage it to metal music. And finally, at 9 minutes and 30 seconds, there's an attempt to use the outboard motor as a weed whacker, which is extremely off topic and unrelated to the channel entirely, and will come across as goofy to most viewers, leading them to exit the video if they already haven't. Analyzing the call to action for both videos. The popular video has a strong call to action or ending, as it's a proper outro. A thank you message is included. It tries to encourage others to get into the hobby of flipping boats and outboard motors to make a profit. It also mentions a link to the created community page, encouraging people to check it out if they have an interest or they even want to reach out. The weaker video itself only asks for people to comment their ideas for the next video, begins winding up for a part 2, which never ends up happening, a thank you message to the viewer, and also it links to additional content. And recommendations. Ensuring there's a proper hook at the beginning of the video that can grab the viewer's attention and keep them engaged. The poorer performing video had a very weak hook that was unrelated to the thumbnail and the content of the actual video, which could have led to a lower performance than expected. Additionally, making sure content is related to what the viewers want and expect from the channel. While Boat Busters has found an area they succeeded in, the majority of the successful videos are related to the same topics. Also, ensuring the same level of comedy is used across different videos. While not mainly a comedy channel, it does add a nice touch to the video if done tastefully, but when it's done poorly, such as the one video, it can actually disinterest your typical audience.